Welcome to the review for the game last night, which featured Manchester United versus Arsenal. 1-1 draw. We're going to get into the players in a sec and their performance. I'm going to talk to you about the overall of the game quickly. And just before we get there, of course, let me introduce myself. My name is Ryan Williams. If you don't know, get to know, subscribe, like, and share, of course. Check out my content on my channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the videos that I put out. And yeah, let's keep watching if you like what you're seeing. So let's just get into it. The game yesterday, I pretty much thought it was 2 points dropped. I felt we had the chance to push on. Given the selection, I was not happy about. We're going to get into that once we go through the team and talk about the manager as well. Just wasn't good enough. United, a lot of people say they were there for the taking, pretty much. There were times where I felt United just looked dead, dead, bro. And Arsenal didn't take their chances, and we just looked flat. Simple as that. Looked like we had no ideas at times, defending most of the first half. Second half, we looked all right, come back out lively. Got the equaliser and then didn't put the sword to them. And then it just looked like the Frankfurt game end to end. So let's get into the players and let's just quickly review them. So Leno in goal, I thought he had an alright game. Nothing really to criticise him about. He did save our skin, but that free kick, who took that free kick again? I can't remember what United player took that free kick. It might have been Pogba. No, Pogba was on the wall. Oh, I cannot remember. I can't remember. I think it might have been Rashford. It might have been Marcus Rashford. But regardless of that, United had a free kick. Leno, great save. Literally kept us in that. Again, like I said, the first goal, I'm not going to blame you for that. Down to defensive issues. Simple. Let's go to the right back, Callum Chambers. Callum Chambers, I thought he had a very good game. The first half, he was getting skimmed up, as expected, Daniel James. But there's one thing you notice with Callum Chambers. Once he either gets ripped or he gets a booking, he steps it up. He improves. And I think as longer the game got and as tired as James started to get, Callum Chambers started to marshal him out really well. And, James wasn't causing as much craziness as he was in the first half. And I did like Callum Chambers getting forward. He's not the quickest, but he has a little bit of strength to him. And the determination impresses me as much as anything when it comes to Callum Chambers. So he had a very good game. The centre-backs, Socrates and Luiz. Now, I'm going to talk to you about them both. I thought they played okay. David Luiz, for me, was much better. Socrates definitely saved our skin when it came to Rashford. Rashford was getting in, was trying to create some opportunities for himself, but they didn't really plan out too well. So, yeah, the centre-backs, they had a decent game. I'm still not sure about the goal when it comes to Socrates, but we'll move on to Granit Xhaka as well when we come up to that. Kolasinac, a lot of people were saying he had a good game. I think he had an okay game, but you have to be careful. He nearly gave us a penalty. Do you know what I mean? The ball slapping his arm near in the second half of 18-yard box. It was a scuffle. There was a lot of people in the box. At that point, I kind of completely missed the ball. I didn't know where it was going. There was so many players. And they were calling for handball. Nothing happened, luckily. Again, another game. But defensively, he was okay. But, I think he kind of let Saka run the reins yesterday, if I'm honest. Do you know what I mean? Which was good. So Kolasinac, not great, but not awful. So yeah, Granit Xhaka getting into the midfield. Was you at fault for the goal? Yes and no. And I went on Twitter and I was absolutely outraged by that. You ducked. To me, I'm gonna play devil's advocate in the terms of, right, let's stick up for Xhaka. I'm gonna quickly say this. In a sense where the ball looked like it was coming straight at your face with so much pace. If that even gets to your face, that is it. Your face could be written off. I hear that. And you probably tried to header and completely mistimed it. Now, here's what I actually thought. Again, before I went to sleep and had time to think about it. But still on this side of the fence. You cannot be ducking. Ward went through the same thing against Crystal Palace, got butchered and cost them 2 points. That cost us 2 points. You are the captain. Get your body in front of the ball. Simple as that. You saw 2 halves here. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you think Xhaka ducked, fucked it up for us? Or do you think he generally just missed it? It was a good goal by Scott McTominay. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt of that, but is what it is. Another midfielder who I thought probably had a poor game, had a good chance, mistimed it, at times running out of positions. Sorry, what that was about. And probably got toothpaste on my lap. But yeah, and that was Lucas Torreira. I don't know what he was doing yesterday. He was just all over the place, out of position. He had a chance, didn't take it, he scuffed it, and I just, yeah, he needed to get dragged off in the second half, early stages. I just thought he was awful. But that was down to the manager. I'm going to get to when I get to the manager. Guendouzi shines again, just like the sun has started to shine through the curtains. And listen, this guy is going to be quality. This guy should be a future Arsenal captain. Yes, I've said that. The last couple games, we know he's only had one half the game when he turns up. But for fucking 90 minutes at Old Trafford, I think he did absolutely well. No questions about, no dilly-dally on the ball. There was one time he did get caught out, but where he got the ball and he could have switched it wide to Aubameyang or Pepe because they were pretty open. But McTominay was there quick enough to shut him down, because I think if he had probably 30 more seconds, Matteo Guendouzi would have switched the ball and we definitely would have found ourselves in a very good position against Manchester United with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on the ball. Let's get into the forwards. And Pepe was not good at all yesterday. I thought he was awful. He was shocking. I thought his head weren't in the game. Maybe he has no confidence at all, because again, you're still trying to adjust to the league. You know, the language, it still hasn't got it down. Do you know what I mean? He just looked a little lost out there, and I felt he just wasn't there, man. Let's be honest, he wasn't good yesterday. He was awful. He was awful. But one person that wasn't awful, who a lot of people were starting to think, well, maybe he's better than Pepe. And that's Bukayo Saka, 18 years old, gone into Old Trafford, one of the most hostile arenas in English football, and managed to not flop, managed to skim up Ashley Young, given the fact Ashley Young did put him to the test. Experienced defender, even though we know Ashley Young is on the pretty much very down the decline. But Saka did what he had to do. At one point, he had to get double the press. I'm pretty sure it was McTominay and Ashley Young. McTominay had to step in after a while. I mean, Ashley Young couldn't handle Saka. But Saka, you did wicked. You got an assist. Should have scored. But there's still time for Bukayo Saka to develop and do better. So the future is definitely bright for this young 18-year-old winger. And of course, the man who has been compared to Thierry Henry at times. Times I've criticised him because he does need to be sharper. There's easy chances he just doesn't take full use of. But yesterday, he saved our arse. Linesman, what were you doing? The flag was up. For what reason? Maguire was clearly playing him onside, million miles away. Thanks, Tuna and Zabi, for giving the ball back. That's all I'm going to say. He had a very good game, marking out Pepe, I will say that, before anyone starts cussing my ass in the comment section. But it is what it is. I'm a fair guy. I don't really like to talk rubbish. But all in all, Aubameyang saved us. That was a good goal as well. You see the way he just dinked it past De Gea. Even though he didn't go over his head, he still dinked it. Wicked goal. But, you know, overall, 1-1, fair result. Both teams lacked cutting edge. Both teams could have put the sword to someone. But I think in the last few minutes, United just didn't look confident like they were going to score another goal. We didn't look like we were going to score another goal until Ceballos come on in the second half, which was our downfall. We had no creativity in that midfield. Now, again, questions Unai Emery. I'm going to be real, guys. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and say to you, like, oh, it's only been 7 games. We had a season with him. Like, be patient. Listen, I've been patient. And until I see a style of football, an identity away from home, and at home, in fact, and players being dropped when they've been absolutely trash, then I'll keep my mouth shut. But until then, I'm done with Emery, man. I'm sorry, but I'm done. And that's just my personal opinion. I don't know what he's trying to do. United were there. And every time there's a team down for the taking, we seem to just play it safe. Play it safe. Play into their hands. Why is that? Yes, we have defensive issues, but most of our defenders will be back within the next 3 to 4 weeks. They'll be back there, certified. Holden will be back very, very soon. Tierney was out of the team. For what reason? Yes, all right, he could have made the bench. For me, that would have been okay. I'd like to see him on the bench because we know what Kolasinac can do. But he should have been on the bench. Now, of course, Mesut Ozil is also on the topic of this because, again, we get at Ozil all the time. We always say Ozil shouldn't start. We say Ozil's lazy, etc., etc., etc. But when clearly it's not going well, you have players on the bench that could come on and make a difference. Ceballos came on and made a difference. Joe Willock came on and made a little bit of a difference. Reece Nelson, not so much. Unfortunately for him, I didn't think he took the chances that he was given to him. He looked out. He looked out there. He looked poor today, honestly. And Reece, you need to step it up. But going back to the manager, I'm done, man. I'm done with the manager, man. Whatever. Everyone can hate me or cuss me in the comment section, but tell me one positive thing Unai Emery has done for the team. Not so much the individuals, bringing in Saka, Guendouzi shining. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, going forward. Because if you even look at the stats compared to Wenger's last season, we conceded more goals. We conceded more goals. It's ridiculous. We should be getting better. And to be honest, with a defence as shaky as hell as we have, and we still got players to come back, honestly, I don't know. If we keep seeing Lucas Torreira further forward from his natural position, I'm telling you, Emery is writing his own resignation. I've been saying it on Twitter for the last couple of weeks now. Even going back to Aston Villa, bro. I've been saying it. Like, what's he doing? What is he doing? No, not even Aston Villa. I'll probably say Liverpool, bro. Because that's when we really saw the diamond and seeing Torreira further forward. Just, I don't know. But anyways, guys, that's my review of the game. 1-1, deserved. Both teams just didn't turn up at the races. Tale of two halves, most definitely. We started off the second half much better. United definitely had a better first half. And Bournemouth at home is next this weekend. So, guys, make sure you wait for that preview and check it out. And if you enjoyed whatever I said today, leave it in the comment section if you want to talk about it. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Click the links in the description with my Twitter and Instagram. holler me, guys. And Arsenal got a point. It weren't the year to beat United. That poor away form continues, and yeah, that's about it. Peace.